How's it going, everybody? I'm Ron, and I just wanted to make a quick video about the couple of things that I took into consideration when I purchased the bus that I got. And I wanted to do this before I make my step-by-step videos of the different things that I did and show you the different products that I used. Mostly just to tell you flat out, this is not a professional build. Okay, I was as professional as I possibly could in the areas that I was able to, but by no means necessary is this going to be or should be compared to any pro build that's out there or anything like that, or any fancy build that anyone else is doing. This is for the basic person that has almost nothing. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. The reason I bought my bus primarily is because I was in a bad situation. I was at the point where my auto detailing business was growing bigger than I was able to do by myself, and I couldn't get any help. And at that point I started falling behind and not being able to take jobs, and eventually I had to dissolve the business, and it kind of sucked. And at the same time I was having to move out of where I was at, and I was in a really tough spot. So I didn't really take that much into consideration when I bought my bus. The one thing I did want to try to get was I did want to try to get the engine that I got, and I'm really glad I did. But other than that, I didn't really care about anything else. I just needed a bus, and I knew I needed one that was about 36 feet long. And so I decided to just go and check it out. You know, I had a budget, just to remind you, I had a budget about $7,000, okay, to do this with. I found a bus and I bought it. Okay, I did find it cheap. I found it for $2,000. And after that, I started doing what I was doing. But the main reason why I bought it, and I bought it in such a hurry and didn't care, is because I was in this situation, no matter where I went, something would always happen and I wouldn't be able to stay, you know. And some of them were dating experiences and stuff like that, just, you know, miserable times. And I finally got to the point where I was tired of being kicked out, and that's why I just said I'm going to buy a bus. Sold one of my vehicles, my company vehicle actually, that was mine to begin with. I sold it. So after that I had a time frame. So I had $7,000. I spent $2,000 on the bus. Excuse me. After that I had time frame. Believe it or not, it was only 28 days. I had 28 days to turn this from a passenger bus to something I can live in. Now, if you haven't paid attention on some of my other videos and checked out the snow on the ground, I live in the Rocky Mountains. It's cold. It is cold. So I had 28 days to do this. It was really, really hard. And at that point I started thinking about what absolutely had to be done in the bus first before I can even move in. Because the thoughts for me personally was insulation and move in. It really was. It really was. And that's the number one reason why I'm going to say this again. This is not by any means a pro build in a lot of the aspects of what I did. This is for the person that barely has enough money to get into this and really needs to in a really short time frame. And so what I put in were the absolute necessities in the areas that they had to be, and where I had to do the sacrifices, I did the sacrifices. So that pretty much covers why I bought my bus, what my time frame was, what my budget was, and then my thoughts on what I had to do to be able to get that achieved in the time frame with the budget that I had. So yeah, it was a rush. But I will say this, I am in the middle of a remodel, so I'm going to be clearing this thing out. I'll do a walkthrough video once I clear out a good portion of a couple of things that need to come out. I'll do a walkthrough video just to give you an introduction to the inside of my bus so that you can see the rest of it and the daylight and everything. And then after that, we're going to run through everything that I did, piece by piece by piece by piece. And then I'll start my remodel after that, because I would have shown you what I did to build the Joe Schmo bus or the Joe Schmo van or whatever you're going with. So I hope you liked the video, and stay tuned. I'll have a lot more. Check out some of my other videos. I've got a lot of them up there, including one that is actually pretty interesting, and it's about my teeth. It's a little sad on some points, but it's flat out, you know, it came up as a hot topic, so I figured why not. But anyway, like I said, if you like this video and you want to see more, comment down below, hit that like button, destroy that subscribe button, and kick that bell right out the window, because after that you won't need it anymore, and you'll get notified every time I drop a video. You guys take care and have a good night.